afternoon.
Yes.
Yes.
This is
So,
our second conversation, ma'am.
yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So, how is your practice going on?
Yes, ma'am. My practice is going on good.
Yeah, I have seen your many videos with others.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you are
Then I
trying.
joined your class, ma'am, and after that I tried to join other class.
Yes. So, do you have any topic to discuss?
No, ma'am, I don't have any topic. If you have, could you give me?
Okay. So, one topic I have is scarcity of the water.
Okay, ma'am. Let's get it started.
Okay. First, you start or me?
First, you, ma'am.
I.
After that, I can
Okay.
start.
Okay. So here many many causes are scarcity of the water. One of causes is falling rain pattern of rainfalls, pattern of rainfalls, because some year rain is very heavily and sometimes in average rainfall average, and sometimes it's less than average. So
Yes.
rain have been falling since many for many years, less than average. And here is tree cutting is second causes. It's called maybe deforestation. Deforestation maybe.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
earlier, lots of tree and lots of forest in our India, and by that route, when rain falls by that route, water go inside and store by that roots. They have a very big roots, but they nowadays many tree people finished a lot, big forest. They cut all those trees, and lacks of trees, rain doesn't able to store water in the earth. And one more reason, people use water effortlessly.
Yes.
And uh, one more reason, people population Popu- population increases day by day, and because of that, people need work for earn money and survive. And because of that, here is many new industrial growth is rising.
Yes, ma'am.
And because of that, they need lots of water. They use lots of water, while construction also causes of
Yes.
constructions also use lots of water, and industry also. And people are pollution is also one cause, because people go here and there, like visiting any other tourist places. They use the chips packets and chocolate packets, wrappers, all type of wrappers, and water bottle. They drink, and effortlessly, very carelessly, they throw on the river and ponds. So water become polluted. So that the also reason. And sometimes people use water effortlessly. They wash their car by the through the pipes, and maid also use water when they started washing utensils. They turn the tap on, and till the end, their tap is going on, running. Water is running. So that's the causes.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, you are saying right. Many causes of water scarcity, ma'am. First problem is like, ma'am, our environment has changed. Sometime like immediately water, it starts raining, and sometime like this is what this is a raining days and like raining month, but rain doesn't it doesn't rain proper, and so that's why. And first thing, and again, second one, ma'am, we are got cut a lot of tree, and that's why our environment has changed, and so that we have a lot of problem, because plant is the very important of our life, I think. So like if your country and your state, there were a lot of plant, so I think there it rains proper, like every month, and if like this is a month of April, it's raining proper, but there is no a lot of trees, so it cannot rain proper. So this is a reason. So this is a lot of, sorry, this is a reason. First and second one thing, ma'am, we know how to use water, but we don't use proper of water. Sometimes we careless, null is going on, okay, doesn't matter. This is not on my null and water is going on. So we are careless person, like
Yes,
this. So that's and third one reason, ma'am, water got polluted. So there are a lot of water, but that water is not able to use,
yes,
because
yes, you're right.
we are taking anything, like a cold drink and water bottle and lays chips, anything, and that unwanted material is thrown out anywhere. Doesn't matter that bottle is usable, and that bottle is useless. And if that bottle is usable, you can use, but that bottle is not usable, you shouldn't use, but you should keep that place. We
You
shouldn't throw
know,
anywhere.
yes.
And
In oldest day, people are use old method, like they dig the borewell and big ponds there, and they use all those water for irrigations too, for their
yes,
grains and crops.
yes, and first
And
and there is no a lot of like lake and river, and water doesn't store proper, so that's why this is a big issue.
yeah,
All
sometimes rain fall heavily, but people are not able to store those all rains. And
yes,
yes, here is no facility, and people are always blame our prime ministers and systems, but it is not true. uh, Ourselves, all people, if aware of this scarcity of water, they don't take any step behalf of
yes,
that.
yes.
Very few
Then-
areas I have heard people are store the rainwater on their terrace. Maybe they make a tab and some technique they use for store the water and for gardening and making growing vegetables like that. But it is all persons responsibility. If they want any method, they should use, and they should be careful polluted the water. If they
yes,
know,
yes.
they keep away from that habit.
Yes, and if you see like old days, and the water used to be stored proper, and like there was dig, and whenever it was raining, and that rain was stored that dig. But now these days there is no dig, and if it rains, but that rain doesn't store proper that dig, and so that's and old generation, not a lot of, there was not a lot of home, and in these days are making a lot of building and road, and so that water doesn't store anywhere, and water level is going on like big. So ma'am, this is a big issue of water.
Yes. But if people be aware, so not 50%, but little bit water they can save their own,
Yes,
because
water can be saved easy way, but we are know how to use water, but we cannot follow all human rules.
Yes. In my society, there is a borewell, as like I mentioned in old method. So by that borewell, rainwater comes in that my terrace society, society's terrace. There is a they make like a pond
Yes, of course.
on the terrace, and they use pipe to store the water in that borewell. They attach the pipe on the roof, and by that through that pipe, water is stored in the borewell, and they coal and something technique they use there, and that water purified, and people are using for washing the clothes and utensils and in toilet like that. So
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Old ma'am,
50%.
old ma'am follows this rule. My mother always use this rule, ma'am. Whenever it's rain, my mother stores rainwater, and that water is used to wash of cloth.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
but these days people are saying, and they always blame to the system is not good, not okay. But
System is good. We are not good.
system is good. Yes, you are right. People are not good. People always want to uh, get anything very easily. They don't want to work on it. That's
Yes,
why it's
we
happened. You
yes,
know,
we have
in
been given a lot of things by God, and we don't care
now
of that thing.
nowadays every houses uses four-wheelers, two-wheelers, cycles. Like small children are using cycles these days. two
Yes,
years old motorcycle, many type of cycle. So they all vehicles washed through, sometimes through the pipe, and it's need wash daily.
yes, yes.
People are
But
keep.
that vehicle is not need to be washed every day. But if you wash that vehicle every day, it doesn't matter. But you should store first tub, full tub in water, and after that you can use. Then, if you do like this, then you can use proper water use. If you use only for like with help of pipe and other thing, then you can waste
You
of
know,
water.
yes, sometimes parents teach their child how to do your own work, like you wash your own cycle, but they leave them alone. It doesn't matter they waste the water or not, because they have no sense of that. So in this way parents should along with them their child, and they instruct them how can we save the water and how can we use little water for wash your cycle, you know.
Yes, ma'am, you are saying
And
right. We
yes,
should know
and some.
about that water, then you can make him understand.
Yes, and actually, in rural area these days also, even these days also, very good water is there.
Yes, ma'am.
O-
In rural area,
only,
water is
only,
available
only
always.
problem is there if rain falls is not on the time. That because of that, farmers are affected
Yes, ma'am. Farmer person is
by,
a very difficult task. Like if you don't have water.
because they don't get proper water on proper time to irrigation for their crops and grains. So
Yes,
they
that's
face,
it
but
doesn't grow proper.
yes, but drinking water is okay in rural area.
Yes, yes. In rural area, water level is good, and there does it rain proper. But scarcity of
And
water like going on in city.
in city, main causes of globalization,
Yes, yes.
pollution, and a lack of trees, and pollution is also everywhere, and that the causes of rain is not comes on proper time.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Rain doesn't come proper on time, so that's why we have to face a lot of problem.
yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so uh, how can we store the water? Do you have any idea?
Yes, ma'am. I have a lot of idea. Like, ma'am, whenever it's rain in my state, ma'am, I try to store that water. And whenever I wash my clothes, and if I left that water and I use that water other work, and
Actually, it is working but not circulated. I think
yes, we use water, but we cannot
eh,
recycle from that water.
yes, but if anybody has that idea, people should circulate this idea in rural area and urban area. It doesn't matter. But it's started. Many method people are using. Many scientists are using in Maharashtra these method storing of the water. But in our rural area, people don't know.
Yes.
So
Because in
I
rural area, people don't know about importance of water because already they have a lot of water, so they think I have a lot of water and I don't need to store water.
yes. So maybe people should be aware about that, and some little bit advertise should be there for awareness of because I have seen many times save water, but how
Yes,
they don't
all
share that
they say
idea in
only word
advertise.
we should save
They,
water, but we don't
yes,
do.
no, they don't share that idea, any idea to how to save small ponds. Everybody, how much capacity according to that, if it can happen with every house, and not it is not possible, but at least in every areas like our state or nearby area, so it can happen.
Yes, I think every village and every is like mohalla, like any state, if you belongs like a rural area, there should be a like lake.
Like yes,
Yes, I think
yes.
because there stores a lot of water in lake, and then if you
And
need that, you can use that water.
industries are also polluted the water. They use
Yes,
fresh
because
water,
industrial
and they are
detergent is kept in the water level. Like you
so
kept in
so
lake and river.
yeah, they use
Yes,
fresh water, and with the chemical and dirty water they flush out in the river Ganga. So all those
yes, yes.
water are also polluted, and if anybody can use that water, that causes of health issue.
Yes, yes, because like industrial material and other thing is kept in the water, like river, Ganga and Yamuna, other river material is kept. I know about it.
So it's time to wind up this session.
Yes, I think, ma'am, we should do anything. How to use water? I think, ma'am, we should recycle of water. Then we should
Yes.
store a lot of water.
Yes, of course, because when we recycle the water, we can use that water for our irrigation and gardening and washing your car, clothes, use in the toilet, many ways
Yes,
you can
yes,
use. Yes.
yes.
Here in society, little bit work is going on that
First
recycling the
is
water.
awareness is very important.
That's what I was telling you. In TV, I have watched many
Yes,
advertise save the water, but they don't share the idea how does it happen,
yes,
how
yes.
to
How
save.
to save of water? Yes, and because I think awareness is very important in our life. If you don't know how to use of water and how to store of water, how you can save of that water?
Yes. So if we talk about that, there is very related very many sentences, a health issue. So it's
Uh,
very lengthy and very big topic.
Already
Not
people know. Already people know. Water is very important in our life, but they don't use a proper of water.
proper way. Yes, you are right.
Yes.
So if at my home, need open turn the tap on and let the tap on and wash their utensils. They scrubbing, and while scrubbing full time, her tap is on. Many times I go and turn off the tap, and I always interrupt her
Yes,
because
I need to
I
exhaust.
yes, if I was any vegetables and anything, I keep that water aside. I planted my flower pot with that water, and you know that water is very good for uh, fertilizer.
Yes, yes. Without water, fertilizer can doesn't do.
No, I was as rice, vegetables, and pulses. Those water I collect and water my plants. So that way it's a get, and I always keep all peels, and I peel oranges, bananas, all those skins I dip in that water, soak for a night and drain, and that water I use for my planting. So water is also used simultaneously. It's get fertilizer too.
Yes, water is very necessary of that trees.
Yes.
Yes.
So let's wind up